Hey guys, sorry it's been so long. This is the first week in a while I haven't had a test. It's coming towards the end of the year, so they're pushing us a bit harder. And so I thought that I would take this opportunity to make a video. It's something I've been thinking about for a while. I'm very interested in the myth of Icarus. It's a short myth compared to the others, but something about it is compelling. If you don't know the myth, basically, King Minos asked Daedalus to build a labyrinth to trap a minotaur, which is a half-man, half-bull beast. And Daedalus does that, but then he helps the king's daughter help a hero in his quest to kill the minotaur. And as punishment, the king places Daedalus and his son Icarus in the labyrinth. And to escape, Daedalus builds wings for them out of wax and feathers, and he warns his son, go too high and the sun will melt the wax, and go too low and the ocean will drag you down. And of course, he goes too high and the wax melts and he ends up falling into the ocean. And it's supposed to be seen as a cautionary tale of hubris, but I've kind of feel that the perspective on that has been changing, because yes, Icarus burns himself and ends up falling, but he's seen as someone who reaches as high as he could go when he knew the risks and went for it anyways. And now that's seen as something to admire, the idea that he went out laughing and not with regrets. There's a quote by Oscar Wilde, "Never fear thy fall, O Icarus of the fearless flight, for the greatest tragedy of them all is to never have felt the burning light." And I think that reflects kind of a larger change than just how we see the myth. In the end of the 20th century, with late capitalism, there was a shift in how people saw their jobs. They weren't pursuing passions or trying to be unique. You worked an office job, you went same as everyone else, just a cog in the machine. Think Fight Club. You had a suburban house that looked the same as everyone else's, and you lived a quiet life the same as everyone else's, and you didn't do anything that drew attention to yourself. There's this poem by Edward Field about a modern Icarus, where he doesn't drown but instead washes up in a modern day city. He becomes an average person, overlooked, and he tries in vain to recreate his wings and escape. And here's part of it. "That nice Mr. Hicks," the neighbors called, never dreaming that the gray, respectable suit concealed arms that had controlled huge wings, nor that those sad, defeated eyes had once compelled the sun. And had he told them, they would have answered with a shocked, uncomprehending stare. No, he could not disturb their neat front yards, yet all his books insisted this was a horrible mistake. What was he doing aging in a suburb? Can the genius of the hero fall to the middling stature of the merely talented? There's more to it, I'll link to it in the bottom. But I think that in the current mindset, in my opinion, that's our worst fear. Becoming ordinary and overlooked. We don't want to be just a cog in the machine. We want to mean something, whatever the risks it takes to mean that. Or at least that's how I see it personally, that there's something beautiful in reaching for something that you're not supposed to reach for, something that's considered too much, and you should be satisfied with what you have and kind of just go in a middling pace. But there's that urge to go higher, the one that Icarus had when he was reaching for the sun. I feel that. And I think that's why I'm so obsessed with his flight, even though it's such a short myth, because I don't mind if I burn at the end. I want to reach for the sky. I don't care if I fall. I believe that at the end, Icarus was thinking, worth it. Let me know what you think, what your interpretation is, or if you think that I'm reading too much into a Greek myth that's not even relevant to our society anymore. And I hope to be back with a new video soon. So, see you guys later.